You Democrats ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I realized I'm not a Democrat. I'm a Republican.
I will never, ever support the Democratic Party again after seeing all this misappropriation of funds.
I am convinced that Democrats hate America.
Democrats are so embarrassed by how their Congress people behaved at the longest ever speech to Congress by Trump on March 4th. They are actually posting videos sharing how appalled they are that they didn't clap for so many incredible American heroes. They are saying things like they're leaving the Democrat Party and they will never vote Democrat again. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you can see more videos like this. Before you guys hear from these Democrats, I want you to see how this situation is escalating. You may recognize DJ Daniel. He is a 13-year-old brain cancer survivor. And at this speech, Donald Trump sworn him in as an honorary Secret Service agent. Now, the American people were so touched by this story, and Democrats were receiving so much backlash for not clapping for this beautiful child. And now people like Rachel Maddow are making it even worse by saying things like this on the news.
For the record, and this is disgusting, the president made a spectacle out of praising a young man who's thus far survived pediatric cancer, as if the president had something to do with that. This was in the midst of him praising Doge. The Doge cuts, among other things, have cut off funding for ongoing research into pediatric cancer.
I honestly don't know if there is going to be a Democrat Party after this. She called the most heartwarming moment disgusting. Now, DJ actually replied to Rachel Maddow saying that she needs to shut her mouth. She has nothing nice to say. And I'm pretty sure that all Americans can agree with that. Yes, even the Democrats, they are done.
Normally, I put up funny stuff in my videos and in my lives. And I usually don't do politics in my lives. But after last night's speech, I want to say something. I'm a Democrat. I served in the United States Navy, and I'm a Democrat. But after what I seen last night, when the kid with brain surgery was announced, and not one Democrat stood up, I realized I'm not a Democrat. I'm a fucking Republican. As soon as I can, I'm going to be switching over from a Democrat to a Republican. Because I don't want to be associated with that fucking shit.
It's almost like people are realizing that they're not the party of love. After all, their whole mission is based off of hate for Trump. There's more videos like this.
Couldn't do it. After watching that speech, I am convinced that Democrats hate America. The way that they didn't stand for Laken Riley's mother, the way that they didn't stand for that little boy who has brain cancer, the way that they didn't stand for that young man who got accepted into West Point. Are you with me on this? The way that they hate America.
Democrats are actually trying to excuse this behavior, saying that the only reason why they didn't clap is because they don't support Trump or anything that he does, even if it's in the best interest of America. Seriously, you don't want the best for this country? It's almost like this was a realization moment for a lot of Democrats that it doesn't matter whether they like Trump or not or enjoy his personality. If he is doing what is good for our country, that's all that matters. That is literally what it means to be merit-based.
You Democrats ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now, I generally stay away from politics, but the conduct that I saw last night from the Democratic side of the House of Representatives was reprehensible.
He's mad.
Little boy who survived brain cancer, and he gets honored. And what do? Y'all sit with your hands under your legs to keep from clapping. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you sit on. When a little boy or a child or anybody gets honored like that, you give them the accolades they deserve. You ought to be ashamed. I'm ashamed that I was ever a part of the damn Democratic Party. I used to be a long time ago. I was a registered Democrat.
The thing that is so shameful about it is that Trump wasn't making it about himself. He was literally being so selfless, giving people the opportunity to speak, share their story, and to honor them. And yet they couldn't clap for other Americans. That's why people are like, what? This is your country. These are your citizens. It was supposed to be a uniting moment, like Caroline Leavitt said, but the Democrats ruined it. That's why they can't have nice things.
What y'all did last night just made my stomach churn. Regardless, I love all of you. I truly do. Some of you need to straighten the hell up.
That guy was embarrassed that he ever was a Democrat because of how bad their behavior was. And he was so mad in this video, it made me feel like I need to go clean my room or go take out the trash or go mow the lawn or something. That's how angry Americans are at Democrats right now. I wonder if they will ever be able to recover from this.
I cannot tell you how refreshing it was to wake up this morning and hear from other Democrats and see on my post other Democrats who are just as furious and ready to friggin' jump ship as I am. I'm not buying into what they're selling, because after what we saw yesterday, I'm actually glad that they pulled that yesterday, because people like me who have been disillusioned by the Democratic Party for a long time got to see an evilness there, got to see a diabolical side of the Democratic Party who's basically saying, we want you to fail. We don't care if you fail. It's like the scene in The Wizard of Oz when they finally go back to see the great Oz and they pull the curtain back and it's just a little old man just standing there like that doesn't have a fucking clue. I'm not going to be afraid to voice my opinion anymore. I'm done. I am done. I am done. And you're not going to bully me off my own page by thinking logical thoughts. I'm not going to be gaslit by my own party. Not one day more. Not one day more.
Billionaires are bad. They don't care about you. Those are the things that they repeat again and again and again. I am so grateful that the wonderful people of America voted Trump in, because he is setting a great example for us each and every day. And making Democrats prove their very own corruption was just genius. Phenomenal move. This girl also says that she will never support the Democrat Party again.
Never in my life will I ever be a Democrat again. And I can't say about the rest of politics, but I'm going to say this. Just because I'm saying I'm on one side doesn't mean I'm another side. You don't know much about me, and you don't know much about politics. I'm going to say this. I will never, ever support the Democratic Party again after seeing all this misappropriation of funds. But all Democrats care about are pushing their heads up with DEI and they're racist, but y'all misappropriating funds. At the end of the day, no matter if you're white, black, yellow, red, black, green, blue, orange, whatever the colors you are, the rainbow, I don't care. We all pay taxes. And the fact is that you were misappropriating funds and mishandling our tax money. I care more about that than I ever care about my race, DEI, or anything like that. Y'all can call me the C word that rhymes with moon. I don't give a fuck. That is more important. My bag is more important to me, and where that shit is going is more important to me than my race. Don't give a damn. But this is DEI and they're racist and they're Yahtzees and all this stuff. I don't give a fuck. Y'all taking our money and using it for craziness and balloon popping and all this stuff and bubble wraps and $600 million on sushi and $50 million on condoms in Gaza and misappropriating funds. I am not with it. U.S. aid, all this stuff. Y'all were paying celebrities to represent Ukraine. I can't ever be a Democrat ever in my life.
It's so funny because the Democrats have tried absolutely everything to make the public hate Donald Trump. They're like, plan A, we're going to call him racist. And if that doesn't work, we're going to go for plan B. And that is to call him a felon and that he hates women. And then when neither of those work, we're just simply going to try to take his life. These are the kinds of things you do when you have no argument.
So you can't stand for a 13-year-old brain cancer survivor, huh? You bring little ping pong paddles with various dysregulated nonsense that's typical of who you are these days. You couldn't cheer for a 13-year-old boy with brain cancer getting sworn in to the Secret Service. You made a scene at the beginning of this joint session where one of your members got removed by the sergeant at arms, and I'm taking the over on if you'll blame it on racism with your old greasy ass. You don't stand for the victims of families murdered by illegal aliens.
I mean, it's just crazy because it ironically shows that they support it. And the fact that Democrats didn't stand for any of these very important things just, again, proves that they don't have anything to literally stand for. It's too ironic. It's just too perfect.
Hey, Dems, are you embarrassed? I'd be pretty embarrassed if I were you. Yeah, I'd be pretty embarrassed. After last night, I would never call myself a Dem again. In fact, I've gotten quite a few messages from Dems saying that they don't want to affiliate with Democrats anymore, and they actually deeply, deeply regret siding with you, not even realizing how brainwashed they are. I wish you guys saw what kind of cult you were in, because, you never failed to amaze me. I don't understand. So you care about women, right? But you won't cheer for women, and you won't cheer for us getting men out of women's sports. You're angry about that, right? Oh, okay. But you care for women, right? Sure. You care for children, but you won't cheer for a child who just got named an honorary Secret Service member who has brain cancer and wasn't even supposed to survive?
I mean, people literally just cannot understand the logic behind it.
Let me let you Democrats know something. Because y'all show your ignorance, you show your stupidity, you show so much division when it comes to America. Y'all are the weakest link. You sit there and you let people brainwash you over and over. You let them use propaganda to get you so much emotion that you can't even focus on what's real and what's not. Okay? They manipulate you so hard when you can't even think about the real things that's going on around you. It's sad. It is so sad. Y'all are so weak.
Do you guys ever find it so crazy that sometimes Democrats and conservatives begin to sound like each other? They say, oh, the other side is just so hateful. And they say things like, oh, they're just completely manipulated by the media that they watch, whether they get their news from X or they get their news from legacy media. And sometimes it just seems like we're fighting against each other, but we should be fighting for the same thing because we're all American. We all want to have a good life, good family relationships, friends, security, success. I mean, health. We all want the same things. We're all human and we're united in this country. And so honestly, these Democrats embarrassing themselves like this backfired because it actually unified the country in a sense, against them and against the deep state and against all of the corruption. People love what Elon Musk is doing with Doge, and they want it to continue. People are not going to feel so bad for the federal workers who got fired that they are going to also resist Elon Musk and resist Doge because people like the essence of what they are doing. So if I was one of these Congress people, I would be really worried right now, especially the ones who make around $100,000 a year and are worth millions and millions of dollars. They constantly tell us that we should hate Elon and Trump because they're billionaires, yet these people became multi-millionaires because of corruption. So they're the ones who are shaking in their boots right now because all of their corruption is being exposed and the American people are no longer siding with them. Please make sure that you're subscribed. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.